Once more unto the breach, my friend.
This is our last season wrap-up for Babylon 5.
At least on the first watch. Are we going to do season wrap-ups for Babylon 5 for the second time?
I don't know anything about Babylon 5 for the second time. Literally.
We'll do it.
Like, at one point, it was an episode by episode. At another time, it was handful of episodes. At one point, we talked about just doing the seasons. So, you know what? You'll find out about the same time we find out.
Here's the one thing I can guarantee you. There will be a bit of a break from this watch to the second watch. And that's just to allow us, I think, to reset. We know what I mean? Like, we need to reset, have a chance to digest it all. Like, to not just turn around and start all the way back over from go.
Right.
Like give us a chance to kind of wrap everything around it and come back around to it. So anyway, we're not talking
Although
about...
it's one of the hard things, like when I'm playing a video game, a lot of times it has a new game plus, or, like Mass Effect, where you can come back and play as FemShep, or I can be Renegade or Paragon or whatever.
Whatever that means.
By the time, you know what that means.
I do. Now.
Yeah. But by the time I'm like almost at the last mission, I'm already planning like the beginning of my next playthrough.
I do that with Zelda, like the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm playing. I'm like, yeah, let me go try it on Master Mode. I think this time I'm gonna go that direction first instead of this direction first. Or
totally. Yeah, I have I'm still started a playthrough of Fallout 4. That game is so old, and I still do it. And this time it's like I'm not gonna do any of the quests. I'm gonna shoot for like 100 hours just chilling around the Commonwealth. But like I was planning that as I was finishing my last playthrough, that that's what you do.
My problem with a lot of stuff, especially if it's story based, is I'll be doing it, and then I'll set it down for a week, 2 weeks, a month for whatever reason, and then when I come back to it, I'm like, crap, I don't remember where I was. What was I doing? And then like I do this with books too that I'm reading. Like I got to go back.
Yeah. My cousin works in the video game industry. He's done some really, really cool stuff, but he's a little older than I am. He's talked a lot about that, how disrespectful of adults video games are. It's like they're built for this, younger up to mid 20s-ish age where I can totally give you an entire straight weekend of my time or whatever. Whereas like with us, with families, it's like, let's see, I have 47 minutes right now, and I'll probably have 18 minutes tomorrow. And the missions are all 90 minutes long.
Yeah. Yeah. But they got to reach that magical 60, 70, 80 hours of play that the game's supposed to be and all that sort of stuff.
All that. We did not come here to talk about video games, Brent.
No,
we came
nor
here
did we came here to talk about Babylon 5 for the second time.
No. We're here to talk about season 5.
For the first time.
For the very first time.
Yes. Well, I guess for us, this is now technically the second time we've talked about the season. Actually, like the 23rd time we've talked about the season.
There you go.
But whatever. Hey guys, welcome to the show. This is our season wrap-up show. Last week, Jeff and I finished up Sleeping in Light, season 5, episode 22 of season 5, Babylon 5. This is our first watch. We're done. We finished the series.
We did.
We finished the series. We do still have some movies we got to do. We haven't talked about whether or not we're going to do Crusade or Lost Tales or that kind of stuff. I imagine we'll do those at some point.
Yeah, we have some ideas on how to do them. And also, honestly, and I think until we hit play, we're not all the plans in the world. There's a great saying that no good business. Well, that too, but no good business plan survives its first customer. As this one is, our run plan isn't necessarily going to survive, watching the first episode of Crusade. So
it's true.
We'll see.
We'll figure all that out. Anyway, we've just finished this. This is our wrap up. We're going to do a giveaway tonight. We're going to talk about favorite moments from the season. I'm sorry, from the season, not the series. We're going to take a look at our ranking and readjust places where we think maybe we graded something a little too high or a little too low. We'll readjust, make that final adjustment, Jeff, before we put the shellac on it and seal it for all eternity.
Yeah.
What else we got going on the show tonight? I want to encourage you all to stick around for the ending. we have what is potentially going to be my favorite ending we have ever done. Like, if you're the kind of person that like dips out when we start wrapping up the show, resist that urge. Stick around for today because this is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun.
You need to say
yes. Now, if you're just now joining us, if you want to watch this episode first, you're welcome to. I would suggest you at least go back a couple of episodes and catch up and see where we are. But in case you're wondering who we are, what we're doing, Jeff and I are recording an audio podcast. This is the behind the scenes video of how we make that happen. So we don't edit this video. This video comes out exactly as it is, unless our families get involved, and then we're not going to share those with you guys. So we'll make a cut there, but for the most part, everything that happens here is exactly as it happens as we make the podcast. Like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Don't have to ask you to stay spoiler free, except for the movies. Don't spoil the movies yet,
please.
We haven't got there yet. Yeah. But we could talk about anything having to do with Babylon 5 up till this point. Yeah. So Jeff, I guess if you're ready, let's hit the button and let's get going.
Last time we're going to hear this theme song.
Okay.
I said that, but also I don't know what we're going to do for the movies. So it won't be the last time we hear this theme song.
It won't be this. It'll be something new.
He says that knowing I'm the guy who puts the theme songs together.
Yeah. If anything, we go back and pull season 3's theme song.
That's a good theme song.
That was I think season 3 is my favorite one that we did.
Well, I'll tell you what, in our series wrap up that we do, let's rank our
Dude, we're going to rank everything in the series wrap up, and that series wrap up is probably going to last. It's going to be like a 3-parter.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna go a while.
We're gonna rank all the foods that they ate in the show, right? Like, let's get into that level.
Number 1.
I don't know about that.
Ivanova's eggs, Marcus's eggs. Remember those?
Yeah, right. That's good. The burger and TKO.
The food that Delenn and Lanier served Sheridan when he could only eat with like his left hand on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sitting on a pillow.
Here's your leaf of romaine lettuce and a square of tofu.
And you got to give half of it to the empty chair of Valen over there.
Yeah. Valen was eating good. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
At least I should have buffed him just once.
Humans form communities.
And from that, diversity comes a strength.
Now get the hell out of our galaxy!
The year is 2024.
The name of the podcast, Babylon 5,
for the first time.
Welcome to Babylon 5 for the first time, not a Star Trek podcast. My name is Jeff Akin, and I have just finished watching the 5th season and all of Babylon 5, the series, for the first time.
And I'm Brent Allen, and I have also just finished watching Babylon 5 for the first time.
Again, specifically, Season 5 of Babylon 5. We got all the way through.
That's right. And since we are here at the end of the season, you know what that means? Season 5 wrap up.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
We should have like, hold on. I got it. Watch this. Look, Jeff's going to have fun editing this later on. All right, here we go. You ready? Season 5 wrap-up time. Okay.
I think our algorithm numbers just shot through the roof. People love watching two white guys sit down and dance.
With my arms jiggling right there. Sorry, folks. I just, on behalf of myself and Jeff and everybody, I just want to apologize for what you just witnessed.
I'm truly sorry for our actions and the impacts and consequences of our actions.
If anyone's eyes are burning, just go get a little water, wash your eyes out. You'll be good.
It's going to be fine.
Now we
will come back after we do the movies, maybe a few other things. We're going to do an overall series wrap up of all of Babylon 5. But today, we're just going to be focused on Babylon 5.
That's not the only thing we're going to be focused on, though, Jeff.
What else are we focusing on?
Well, we are going to be doing a giveaway.
The giveaway! Yes!
You get a giveaway. You get a giveaway. Okay, no. Actually, we only got a couple of these to give away today. But we are giving away the super cool 3D printed PPG by our friend Wash. Thank you, Wash. You're amazing.
So
this
good.
thing is awesome. It feels so good in my hand. It's, you know, it's got some weight to it. You know, it's not heavy, but it does have a bit of weight. It's got some, it's just so detailed. So many little, every time I look at it, I feel like I find a new detail in this thing. We're giving a couple of these away. Jeff, should we do one right now? Let's do it.
Let's do one in a little bit.
Why do you do this every season?
I do. I am kind of the miser in this whole thing. We're going to do it in a little bit, and then we will close up. Stick around because we're going to give the final one away in the final moment. So stick around. We're going to do it through the show. Give these away. And the people that are entered to win are current Patreon subscribers. And so thank you very much. We've had a nice, an impressive boost in this in the last couple of weeks. Welcome. A lot of new people on the Discord, which is awesome. That is the place to be.
Since we know that we actually have the ability to project back in time, Jeff, I just want to say to everybody out there, if you're not signed up on Patreon, you've got about 30, maybe 40 minutes to get your subscription in. Like from right now, whenever you're feeling this message come through the ether, 30, 45 minutes, and we could pick your name.
It's very possible.
Now, Jeff, so we're going to do a giveaway.
Yep.
Giveaway's cool. You know, one of the hallmarks of this show is the games that we like to play.
I love playing games.
There's typically the rule of 3, which we are not playing today. We're suspending those rules as per normal for us with these season wrap-ups. That's where we limit ourselves to a certain number of references of a different science fiction show. We're not, and that doesn't mean we're going to go wild. We're not going to keep track. Also, at the end of the show, we have our prediction game, where we predict the next week's episode based on title alone, blah, blah, blah. If you guys have been around, you know that spiel. We don't have an episode next week, Jeff.
We don't.
Like for the first time since we started this series, we don't have an episode next week.
God, that's so wild.
We're going to suspend that. And Jeff, I think you and I talked about this just a little bit. We're going to suspend the prediction thing for the movies.
We are.
Yeah. Like we'll take the movies as they come. No problem. Now we're not playing that game either, but there is one game that we can play there is one game that we can play today, and that game is called
Time to Pay the Piper.
I am glad that's the last time we're going to hear that drop. I was so excited when that happened in the episode. I was just like, oh, it's so perfect. We pulled it in, and it's lame, but it cracks me up a little bit every time. So, but I'll be happy to see that one go.
All right, nerd.
Bye, nerds.
That makes me giggle every time.
Gosh, yeah. See, way back in season 4, in the wrap up for that one, we both made predictions as to what we thought the season 5 overall arc and the storyline was going to be. So, Brent, do you remember what you said season 5 was going to be about?
I do.
That's good. It'd be weird if you didn't. It'd be an awkward section of this recap, this wrap up.
Let me pull up my note real quick. I didn't copy it over. All right. So all the way back in season 5. So what we were given was the title, because we do title alone. The title of season 5 overall was called Wheel of Fire.
Yep.
And I said that Dylan, basically at the end of season 4, Dylan had a voiceover, and she just telegraphed for us everything that season 5 was going to be about. There's going to be a telepath war, the Drock war. Londo was going to be Emperor, although she said it was going to be really early in the next season. Londo and Jakar were going to have some working out of their differences to do. And Bester was going to definitely try something. And I thought he was going to complete his full heel turn, where he's kind of gone from like enemy to frenemy to partner to kind of back to frenemy again. Like this was going to be like the full Gul Dukat evil turn that he was going to do. And that he was just always going to be like the big bad guy of the show. That was my prediction.
So Londo and Jakar did their working out of stuff. That definitely happened. There was telepath stuff. I don't think it was the telepath war.
I think that was the telepath war, Jeff.
I don't.
I think if you ask JMS, that's the telepath war. That's what he's calling it.
If that was the telepath war, that
lame
was
war.
Yeah, that was.
You know what we would call that where I'm from? It was a kerfuffle.
A kerfuffle.
It was just a kerfuffle.
I like that.
That's all.
A dust up, right?
Yeah, if you're from way out there.
Yeah,
it's a kerfuffle
like
from here.
What else do we have in there? Londo did become emperor, literally like in the second to last episode, or third to last episode, really, because
real early in the next year.
Not so much. So definitely like touched on some points in there, and the Londo Jakar stuff was fundamental to the season. So I'm gonna give you a 0.35 on this one.
35%. I'll take it.
Yeah,
seems a little low, but okay. What'd you say?
Well,
Mr. Big Stuff.
Yeah, I'm just trying to really build that cushion for my score. My score here. I was like, this is gonna be a brand new Babylon 5. We're talking TNT money. Big production, new captain,
TNT.
new XO. It's dynamite.
TNT.
I'm not gonna. I can already feel that in my throat. We have a lot more to talk about. Have a new captain.
Yeah.
New XO. And there's going to be some sort of a conflict to bring them on board. Maybe that'll be something with the telepaths. Then we're going to see where Sheridan is going to operate out of, like where the government is going to run from, and how he sets up his cabinet of advisors.
Well, I'll give you, we got a new captain. We, however, did not get a new XO.
No.
And it was not a conflict that brought them on board.
No.
We did see where Sheridan set up his deal, first on Babylon 5 and then on Minbar. We didn't see anything about his cabinet of advisors, though. He really didn't do anything with that at all. So I'm going to do the math on that. 0.15.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
So that's what we thought this season was going to be about. Clearly, it was about very different things for both of us. Although we kind of flew over and crop dusted some of the high level pieces.
Jeff, what does crop dusting mean to you out there in the West Coast? Just out of curiosity, so we crop dusted some stuff. What do you mean when you say that?
It's got a couple meanings. The one I'm using is we kind of did a high level flyover.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do the other one, but I have a mute button and you won't hear that. So
I just want to know what we're talking about. That's all. I'm trying to force clarity. See, I listen to the Starfleet Leadership Academy. I'm forcing clarity, the leadership thing, and here we go.
So that's what we thought this season was gonna be, right? What, Brent, were your overall impressions of season 5?
So I've been looking over my notes over the last couple of days, and my note from episode 1, I think pretty much sums up my feelings on season 5 as a whole.
Wow.
Like almost to the point that it kind of just it's like this episode sort of set the tone for what the season was going to be. This is what I said. This episode is exactly what I expected, but it was different. It felt incomplete, but I'm okay with that. You see, I expected the telepath war. I say we got one, you might not, but certainly there was a dust up with the telepaths, right? It was different. It felt, Jeff, to your point, incomplete. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I expected Londo to become emperor, particularly earlier in the season. He did become emperor, but it was different. And it feels incomplete, meaning the story is not complete of Londo and the emperor. Whatever happened with David and the eyeball thing, we never they're just things get how does there's so much of what happened between Londo in receiving the eye and then getting to War Without End Part 2. And that story feels incomplete, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I expected Sheridan to have to forge this alliance together, the political intrigue, and that's kind of what happened. But it was not as in the forefront as I thought it might be. It was different, and it certainly doesn't feel like they dove into it as much. It feels incomplete. But Jeff, you know what? I'm okay with it. Sleeping in light made me okay with everything, and I'm still riding on that high. I really am. Overall, though, this is a weird season for me, Jeff. I don't know about you. It's just a weird season. It had some highs, like really high highs. My favorite season opener of the series was right here in season 5. There was an awesome story arc for Lockley that was played super slow, but I love where it wound up. The last bunch of episodes, like from 16 to 22, the last third of the season, excellent episodes. Really good at like the kind of episodes I came to expect from JMS after going through season 4. You know? It was also a season of some really low lows. The entire Byron thing. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have done Byron at all, but it could have been condensed like 2 or 3 episodes and then move it on to Lita in the telepath and let Lita be bad for the whole season. Like that'd have been really super cool. There were also just some weird episodes, Jeff, that in and of themselves, like it was a fine episode. I feel we said this is an okay episode. It was fine, but why is it here? It doesn't feel like it belongs. Lanier in a training op, fine episode, but why is it here? The other one where the Ranger trainees came to the station,
learning curve,
good episode.
Yeah,
why here though? The lower decks episode, view from the gallery, even Bester's Psycore episode, cool concept, but why here? Like that just felt like a random, we got to fill up a space in the here's an idea from season 2 that we didn't get to, and I got to fill out 22 seasons I wasn't there, or 22 episodes. Like and even A Very Long Night of Londo Mollari. Now that was a fantastic episode. That episode held the #1 spot in our ranking for a record 21 weeks. But it's still in a weird place. You know, that was a lot of what this was. Like there's Byron, and then there's, okay, that was fine, but what's it doing here? And we only have so many episodes left. Why are we talking about this right now? And then wrapped up with some really fantastic episodes at the end. So overall, for me, Jeff, as I look at all of that, the lows kind of lasted longer. The Byron thing really overshadows this whole season to me. Even though it ended in like the first, like it ended like at episode 11 or 12, something like that. Like we had a whole half of the season without Byron, but they kept talking about him. And that sort of overrides a lot to me. I think we took up more minutes with the low episodes than we did with the high episodes, like significantly more. At the same time, you have to consider what happened with the show as a whole getting canceled back in season 4 and then suddenly getting picked back up, and JMS suddenly having to reboot what got wrapped up already. You know, like that's a hard road to hoe. Let's say that is. But as we're considering season 5, we just have to consider what was actually given to us, not necessarily the circumstances around it. So where I come down to, where I'm going to boil it all down, is I'm not sure which one I rank higher, season 1 or season 5. Season 1 was fine. You know, definitely the world building, definitely you just sort of feel like you're spinning your wheels in a little bit, but it was fine. Like very few episodes of that season did I just absolutely abhor and hate from what I can remember. Maybe we'll go back and do the second time and be like, wow, I really hated this season. I don't know. But I'm just not really sure. But I will tell you this, between season 1 and season 5, those 2 seasons are either number 4 or 5 in my ranking. Like this is just where they're going to fall. So that's my overall impression. Jeff, how about you?
I agree with so much of what you just said. And I just have to read like this one note I have I have a bullet list here. And this one note might actually be worse than season 1. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. On balance.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and really I think that when I think about it, Season 2.
I'm sorry, Jeff. You might actually be getting ready to say this, so go ahead.
I'm going to stop saying it because this is more about a series wrap up than a season wrap up. So I'm not going to compare it to season 2. So did you want to say something else?
Well, I was just going to say, kind of like the way I felt about season 2 compared to season 1. Season 5's in the same boat. The highs were way higher than what season 1 gave us. The lows of this season, though, for me, were lower than the lows of season 1.
Yeah. So there were 8 or 9 episodes of this season that were related to Byron or some other superfluous stuff. And those 8 or 9 episodes are like in the bottom 10 of all Babylon 5 episodes to me. Yep. That's just a blush, like just looking at it. I mean, it was rough. There was some rough stuff in this one.
Yeah.
We were excited. And like in your prediction, it was there, and how Delenn wrapped out season 4, where there's the telepath war, there's the Drock war, and so like we got through the season, we don't even know for sure if that was the telepath war or not. And if it was the telepath war, come on. We got, I don't know, 8 minutes of the Drock the whole time. Like they were we got little glimpses and then they were in one episode, and it was cool to see them, but I have so many more questions about them than I have answers. But a lot like you, because of Sleeping in Light, it was like this, it was a tonic in one way, and it was almost a slap in the face in another way of just like, dude, these story points actually don't matter. They don't matter. Look at these really cool characters that we invested in and built even through this season. And speaking of characters, they really built up and set up in an amazing way. Gosh, I love the way that they sent Bester out in this season.
But I don't care. But I'm good with it.
Last week I was good with it. I'm not as good with it.
You're not as good with it, yeah.
Just because, I mean, you said it. Like people talked about, we expected him to really be set up as the big villain for the whole thing. And I'm sorry, after this and seeing him and that Psy-Core, Core's mother, Core's father being his last go, dude's kind of a joke.
It was a waste of an episode. It really was. It was a waste of a character.
It was fun.
Season 2, drop it in season 1, season 2, maybe even in season 3 for whatever reason. But not anywhere past that. No.
Just the fact and yes, like you said, they had to reset. They had to repick things up. They had a lot. They were rolling. It was Sisyphus pushing the stone up the hill, right?
Yeah.
But still, so much time just spent spinning in one place, not moving forward, not getting us closer to anything, not building a character in big ways. Like, I just feel there was a tremendous amount of wasted time.
Yeah.
In this season.
Yep.
We got to see the Interstellar Alliance, right? This was the big thing season 4 closed out on. It was Rising Star, and the theme through Deconstruction of Falling Stars was the fate of the Alliance, and Delenn and Sheridan and how they brought it there. But you know what I saw in season 5 was the Alliance was a cool name for the League of Non-Aligned Worlds. Nothing changed whatsoever. I am wildly disappointed.
The Alliance was not that impressive.
No.
It really wasn't. Yeah.
Doomed to failure. All of that said, the last third of this season, Brent, oh my God.
So good.
So good. Meander, do whatever you need to do, right? Have all these episodes. You could compress them. I'm not, like you, I'm not saying Byron wasn't necessary. One episode and move on, right? Those things that happened in all those other episodes.
Rewrite Byron. Byron comes in looking for a home for his telepath friends. He's got all his telepath people there with him. He meets Lita. They engage in a relationship. Something awakens inside Lita. The telepath friends go wild, and Byron gets killed at the end.
Done. That's it.
It could have been a 2-parter, maybe. One episode, actually, it really would have been okay as well. But then you set off Lita for the rest of the season.
Yeah. And Lita, at the end of this season, was amazing. So the lead I wanted all along, right? It's
Yeah.
the Talia we wanted all along.
It's the Talia we got for 2.5 minutes
Mhm.
right before she got kicked off the show.
who we still pine for, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, she was awesome.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating though, where, like you said, the very long night of Londo Mollari sat in that top spot until just last week. The one episode that knocked it out, Sleeping in Light, those 2 episodes, the best episodes of season 5.
Can I stop you real quick, Jeff?
Yeah.
Because this just occurred to me. All right. We assume Very Long Night of Londo Mollari really was probably originally planned for season.
You're stealing my thunder, bro.
Am I? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go
right.
ahead. See, this is the good
All
minds thinking alike here. Go ahead.
Exactly. So the top 2 episodes of season 5, like the pinnacle of this season, are actually season 4 episodes. The Very Long Night of Londo Mollari needed to happen in season 4 before the wedding, before the jokes, before Londo and Jakar were just the comedy sidekicks to the show. It needed to happen then. Now, it happened in season 5. It was produced, acted, all that stuff. It's a season 5 episode, a season 4 story. And I think that the fact that the highest points in this season were essentially from season 4 says everything that I can say about my overall impressions of season 5.
That's not what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
No. So, if season 4 was not going to be the go back with me to the beginning of season 4.
Mm-hmm.
P10's around. P10 as a network does not get canceled. Season 5's on the horizon. We got season 4. Let's play out season 4. I'm not doing the finale episode yet here in season 4. We're going to do that next year.
Yeah.
You got one more episode to produce for season 4. What episode are you going to produce?
The Very Long Night of Londo Mollari.
Okay. So, hey, P10 gets canceled. Man, I've got to put in a finale, but now I got to kick out one episode that I really would like to do, but I'm just going to kick it out because of different reasons. Which one am I going to do? Very Long Night of Londo Mollari. People will just understand that they had a come to Jesus and it'll be fine.
I guess.
So, Sleeping in Light booted Very Long Night of Londo Mollari from season 4.
Or Deconstruction of Falling Stars did.
Well, no.
Oh.
Sleeping in Light. Well, because we didn't get Deconstruction of Falling Stars until after they produced Sleeping in Light. See,
Correct.
like they didn't do Very Long Night of Londo Mollari.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
they
follow.
were going to do Sleeping in Light, right?
Yeah.
So Sleeping in Light booted Very Long Night of Londo Mollari once back in season 4, and then Sleeping in Light booted Very Long Night of Londo Mollari from the top spot of our Londo Mollari. Very Long Night of Londo Mollari can't get away from Sleeping in Light, from messing
Right.
up its stuff. Like,
And
that's
Londo
all I'm trying to
Mollari
say.
wasn't even in it.
Right. So, Jeff, this season had a lot of great moments. So let's do this. Let's do a top 3 list. Let's do top 3 of your favorite moments, top 3 of your least favorite moments.
Okay. I'm going to start with my favorites.
Good place to start.
Thanks. In the number 3 spot, these are in no particular order, but I'm just going to build it up anyway. In the number 3 spot, Londo breaking and apologizing to Jakar. And I'm going to take a little liberty and I'm going to stretch ahead a bunch of episodes in the same moment and say Jakar apologizing to Londo.
So good, Jeff. So good.
Yeah, or forgiving, not apologizing, but Jakar forgiving Londo. This is a very specific scene, but I loved it. And it shows us so much of what we missed because of this other storyline they spent a lot of time in. But that time when they're coming to arrest Lita and she gets the whole Zocalo to start like tapping their fingers and drumming, like that was heavy and ominous. And she's just cool as a cucumber. Like,
right.
Look what I got. Like, let's do this. Maybe my favorite moment in the whole season. Maybe this might be number 1. Sleeping in Light. the transport, I'm going to assume, was JMS leaving and all of the ships falling in behind it. Oh, I just said it, and I literally got chills and goosebumps. Like, I don't know if you can see them. But like,
yeah, actually I can.
Like, I got, just saying the scene, I got goosebumps from that. For my bottom three, you know, I took a little liberty earlier by combining 2 episodes. I'm going to combine, I don't know, 8 or 9 of them. My singular number 1, 2, and 3 worst moment in this whole thing
all
was
three
Byron.
of them together.
Byron? Yeah, it's Byron. That's it. Yep. What about you? What are your top 3 and bottom 3?
Well, I'm going to agree with Byron about the bottom 3. Everything that was wrong about this season, like we can nitpick the other stuff. Byron was worse than the way I felt about Linear. I hated the Linear storyline.
Yeah.
Hated the way they let Linear go. Byron was worse by more than threefold to take up all 3 spots. You cheated a little bit, but I'm gonna ride your coattails and cheat with you there, Jeff. All right. Cool. So top three. You know, if you can make me feel something, you can make me laugh, you can give me some emotion, you can make me cry. Those are going to be the moments that I love, right? My number 3 moment was when Garibaldi drugged the assassin guy back in to see Lita.
Yeah.
And she's trying to break his mind. And she goes, "Oh, you forgot to carry the 7." It was so good. It was so good. Oh my gosh. I loved everything about Lita going bad was absolutely phenomenal. That is the Lita we should have had. Not since the beginning, but we should have had her since really early in season 5.
Yeah, pretty much this whole after the single episode with Byron, who it just occurred to me got more screen time in this season than Captain Lockley did. Just think about that.
It almost feels like he got more screen time than, like, say, Delenn. That's not true, but it kind of feels like that.
Veer
Delenn
probably
was very much shunted to the side for the first 16 episodes of the season.
Yeah.
So was Sheridan, so to speak. It's like Sheridan was too.
He was
like,
doing
they were
paperwork.
There, yeah. Other moments that I really liked. I liked Londo and Jakar coming in Jesus together. I was thinking specifically of when Jakar did the thing because that sort of sealed the whole deal. But even back in Long Night of Londo Mollari, remember when he's laying on the table and he looks over and he just sees Jakar and their eyes lock in that moment? It was such a profound moment.
Yeah.
You know? And then, you know what I really loved? I loved the discussion between Lorian and Sheridan at the very end.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I loved that whole when he said, hey, can I ever come back this way again? And he says, no, the journey's over, but a new one begins. Love it. I loved it. We've been here waiting for you. And you know what? Is because I expected Sheridan to not die again. I expected him to, when we knew that Lorian had given him life, and I don't know about you, but to me, when Lorian and the Vorlon and the shadows all sort of went in my head, I was like, they're going to come back for Sheridan when his 20 years is up.
Oh,
like that might be why I've always thought that Sheridan was Kosh.
Right. Fed into that.
That might be really where the genesis of that came from. I don't remember where that idea came from, but and again, what I love about this is JMS wrote this show in such a way to use foreshadowing, use some tropes, use compelling writing, compelling characters to say, this is the story. I'm setting this story up. You see what's happening and we're going to pay it off.
Yeah.
And to end on that kind of a note where Sheridan, when was it Ivanova doing a voiceover, was like, a few days later, we found his White Star hanging out there and everything was sealed up shut. There was no way he could have gotten out, but he just wasn't there. Like, yes, absolutely. Yeah. Like, I love that. Love that.
It's It's a good top 3. There were a lot of great moments in this season.
Mm-hmm.
How about, Brent?
Yeah.
We create a great moment right now.
Okay.
What do you say we do a giveaway?
Yes, let's do that.
Let's do it, right?
I love giveaways.
This will be fun. Okay. So what I've done is I have taken all of our current subscribers and Patreon, I've put them into a spreadsheet, and I'm going to click this little button that goes bloop, and it's going to give me a name. In the audio version of this, I'm going to play a little like drum roll sound that I should have preloaded in. So here's the deal. I'm going to say the name. You're on Patreon, so you can message us direct through that, through Patreon, or you can email us at babylon5first@gmail.com, the number 5, the word first. We're going to need your contact info to get this to you. So without further ado, this goes to Fairy Godfairy.
Whoa.
Yes.
Fairy? I don't know if that's your on your gift certificate, but it's definitely on your Patreon. Fairy Godfairy, you are now the proud owner of that PPG.
There you go. Very cool. Thank you, Fairy Godfairy. Please make sure that you do that. We'll make sure we get this out in the mail to you. Not bad. Good job.
Yeah,
Fairy
I'm excited. It's
Godfairy.
cool.
I want to know more about that name. That's an interesting name.
In fact, if you would be so kind and generous when you reach out with your information, your shipping details, tell us a little story about your name.
Yeah,
because that's cool.
It'd be super cool.
Now we're gonna do one. We're gonna do another one
right now.
Should we? No, we'll do another one.
I always say yes, but you're the one who pours water on it. So no, we're gonna wait.
I am a total killjoy. We'll do another one here in a little bit, so stick around. But yeah, Fairy Godfairy, congratulations. Thank you, and thank you, Fairy Godfairy, for supporting us. It means in the show. Thank you so very much.
All right, Jeff. Well, that was fun. Always like doing giveaways. Always fun.
Love doing that.
It is time where we have reached that part of the show. It is time to take a look for one final time, Jeff, at our 100% objectively, definitively immutable ranking of the episodes of the 5th season. We're going to make them mutable for this one time only. We're going to do this white elephant style. We've come to do it this way over the season wrap up. So we're going to do it here. Here's what we're going to do, Jeff. We're going to go through the season. All right. And we're going to go quickly. This isn't going to take very long. Okay. We're going to go quickly. Each one of us is going to get to make 3 moves, up or down.
Okay.
You can move one, and then the other person can, like, if you don't like where I move one, you can choose to move that one somewhere else. But once that one gets moved, that one can no longer be moved. And the only way that one travels is if other episodes around it go up or down.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think I follow.
So it's you can move it once. It can be moved a second time, and otherwise it's just going to depend on everything else going on around it. Fair enough?
That's fair. Okay, I have here a document we can move the rankings around with.
Okay. Are you going to put it up on the screen here?
Yeah.
For our YouTube folks?
Yes, and so this will be on YouTube, and for YouTube, I'm going to do a little snap here in a second so I know where to make sure I get this edited in. Snap, go up.
There we go.
So what you're seeing now is our current ranking. And so who goes first on this?
Well, I'm happy to let you go first, Jeff.
Nice.
All
right. So as we
age before beauty, as they say, where I come from.
Wow.
What here's the thing. Hold on. For our audio listeners, I'm tempted to just read off all 22, but by the time I get to like the 5th episode, you guys are just gonna like cross your eyes and be like, I have no idea what they're talking about. So let's just do the current top 5 is Sleeping in Light, Very Long Night of Londo Mollari, Objects at Rest, Fall of Centauri Prime, and All My Dreams Torn Asunder. Those are the top 5. The bottom 5, let's talk about those just for a second. That's going to be In the Kingdom of the Blind, Paragon of Animals, Strange Relations, Phoenix Rising, Secrets of the Soul. I honestly am not entirely sure that I remember what all these episodes are.
I know.
But I think I've got them. I think.
But I'll tell you this: all 5 of those episodes have something very much in common.
What's that?
Byron.
Oh, at the bottom. Yeah.
So okay, so I can get 3 moves.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make these changes here in real time, but yeah, I'm good. I have no changes.
Oh, you do?
None.
You're not
no
going to
changes.
do anything?
Nothing.
You're just saying we got it right the first time.
I think we did.
All right. I'm going to make a move.
Okay.
The chorus mother, the chorus father.
Mm-hmm.
Our new number 1, baby.
Yeah.
No, no, it is staying right where it is.
I was gonna say I still have my moves.
I expected a little more reaction out of you on that one. Actually, Jeff, did this happen on season 4 as well? I'm looking at this list going, I think everything's exactly where it should be. I think we got it right the first time around. I don't know if that's just because this happened in season 4 too, right? We didn't make any moves in season 4.
Yeah,
we got really good. I'm just going to call this. This is we got better at it as the series went on.
Right, we learned.
Yeah, we got better at the ranking as the series went on. So
well, here it is.
I like it. This is it.
This is it. This graphic will go out on our social media, and you can see it, and we'll share it out there. But it's here.
Our Discord folks like to do stuff with these rankings.
They do.
Like I've seen it. They do it over in Red Set. You and I aren't allowed in there. We don't know what goes on over there, but I know they pull stuff like this and
they leak things out at different times, and I always appreciate that.
Yeah.
Just a quick there, and then make a note so I can edit that. Okay.
All right, Jeff. Well, with that fun exercise that was not a waste of time at all.
Not at all.
We have reached this part of the show that we would be remiss, Jeff, if we didn't do this. It's time to boil this whole season down as a whole and see if season 5 has any messages, morals, meanings, holding up a mirror to society. Is it giving us hope that things can be better in the future? And at the same time, how much is it delivering that message in its own unique Babylon 5 way? You, my friend, get to do the entire season. This is your job. It falls to you this year, or this year. Yeah, this year. In this season, to rank this season on a scale of 0 to 5 white stars, because we're doing white stars for season 5, to see just how strong the message is and how Babylon 5 of a way was it delivered.
There were quite a few themes and messages in this season. I'm going to hit on the big ones. And one of them is a total cheat. I'll even let you know that I literally copy and pasted my notes from another episode because it was just so well said by the episode that really put this out there. But there was a theme throughout season 4 that came up, and it was about moving past those petty squabbles, battling over lines on a map, right, and finding a common cause and having shared values. I love this message, and I love how it was presented. They built this interstellar alliance, this dressed up league of non-aligned worlds, with this beautiful ideal of sovereignty for everyone, but still having these shared values. That they're working towards. They were sharing technology. They weren't interfering in day-to-day operations for governments. It was this beautiful, beautiful vision that completely fell apart because so many of the people in the alliance were still worried about who had the most territory, about who had the shiniest toy. Just those petty, ridiculous squabbles. I love this message for all it brings, but I love the way Babylon 5 and season 5 brought it to us, and that it did not have a resolution. It just put it out there. This is the Babylon 5 thing, right? Here's the thing. You figure it out. And what we know is there were a few very key moments there at the end of the season that led to the Centauri conflict. Like, I don't know if that was really, a war so much, but that was literally just like the Brakiri, the Narns, the Drazi, just not letting go of old stuff and losing sight. I loved Sheridan when he went chasing after them, when they went to try and capture or blow up Centauri Prime. He was so angry and so fired up. And it wasn't just that they were going to go like genocide the Centauri. He was mad because like they were tearing the dream apart. You know, it's like, here's this cool thing. I'm literally handing you peace, collaboration, all unity, all the cool things, unity with your sovereignty. I'm handing it all to you. And because you care about this little stupid stuff, revenge. At Drazi General, we must have our revenge. What? Oh my God. Beautiful message. Excellently delivered from Babylon 5. The next big lesson is a bunch of lessons. If you want to hear a lot of details on them, just watch the end of Objects at Rest, when Sheridan is recording a message to who we are assuming is David that just lays out all of the messages of Babylon 5. Not only Babylon 5, but that all these things were hit in this season. I'll just go through the list. Find an ally, a friend, a mentor that will not judge you, that you can trust. He said it was Delenn, but everyone has their person. Londo and Jakar became that for each other, right?
Yeah.
Bitter rivals into trusted allies that weren't judging each other and could be implicitly trusted.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to make mistakes. What's important is what you learn from them. Get up and be 2 inches taller every time you make a mistake. Home's not a place, it's wherever your passion takes you. Friends come and go. Lovers come and go. Enjoy them for who and what they are when they are there. Fight for what you believe in and never start a fight, but always finish it. He hit these bullet points, and Brent, I mean, good God, that's Babylon 5.
Right.
You know, you're going to hear this again. I'll just tell you, you're going to hear this list again when we do the series wrap up and look at this. All these things were solid throughout season 5. But the last one I want to end on, because I think that this is the most profound message in this 5th season. Mm-hmm. And again, this isn't unique to the 5th season. But I have it here in my notes in all capital letters, 2 words. Forgiveness saves.
Wow. Okay.
Londo.
I love this. I love this, by the way.
It's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Londo asks, he apologizes,
mm-hmm.
and then he shows up, and he keeps being there. He lets himself get locked up for Jakar. He lets Jakar throw up, and he puts up with that. And then Jakar forgives him. And he says this line, "My people can never forgive your people, but I can forgive you." And we've already talked about this, right? You blow that up. If I can forgive you, that means you can forgive me. And this person can forgive that person. And this person, that person. And eventually we can forgive everyone. But when you don't have that anchor weighing you down,
mm-hmm.
that guilt, the shame, the energy that's just being sucked out of you because you're not forgiving. A line that you've said often on this show that is so powerful, not forgiving someone is like swallowing poison and expecting someone else to die.
Yeah.
And we watched that for the better part of 4 seasons. And in this season, we watched people forgive others. We even watched, not as explicitly, but we saw Sheridan forgive Lanier.
Yeah.
Hey, let him come back. There's going to be a price for what he did because forgiveness doesn't excuse what happened. There's going to be a price for what he did, but we can get through this. We can work through this. You shed that. You let it go, and it will literally save lives.
Yeah.
Now, I'm tempted to knock this down a couple white stars just because Byron was in this season. I'm also tempted to knock this down a few spots because of the way they did Bester dirty and put him out in the Korra's mother, Korra's father. But I am not going to do that. Brent, this season was replete with these messages. It was foundational, and they took everything from the the totality of Babylon 5 and pulled it into this season. This is a 5 White Star season of Babylon 5.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, it kind of has to be, right? Like, this is the season that the rest of the series set up for. Like, you get to the end and, hey, here's my message. This is the end. This is the message.
Yeah, here it is.
That's what it is, right? Like, yeah.
They showed us, and then through Sheridan they told us, and then in Sleeping in Light they told us what they showed us, right? Like, it was all there perfectly.
Yeah. Okay.
Brent,
I'm with you, man.
Brent, that's it for our 5th season. That's it for Babylon 5, the series.
Whoa.
We're about to dive into the movies.
No. We cannot let that go that easy. Oh my gosh.
That's it. That's what we got. We're going to dive into the movies.
No. I'm not letting this go that easy.
What?
Do you remember? I know you remember. You and I talk about it, and not infrequently. Sending out a message on Twitter or something like that to a group of Star Trek podcasters. There's a group of Star Trek podcasters. You and I both happen to be in that group. And you're like, hey, so I just started watching this Babylon 5. I think I should document it in the form of a podcast. And you and I had done a couple guest spots together at some. I think I reached out. I was like, hey, I've been thinking about the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna hook up and do something together? And that spun into something, which eventually became this. And I mean, Jeff, if we ended, we could end right now and call this mission accomplished.
We could. This was the target.
The movies are extra. Crusade will be extra. The autobiographies will be extra. The other topic ideas we have will be extra. All the other stuff we got going on at the channel, that's all extra. This, we did it. This is mission accomplished right here.
Holy crap.
As of right now in this moment right here. Wow.
I'm sitting in it for a second.
Let's go watch the sunrise.
So here's the
you can make the sunrise.
Right. No, so here's the thing, right? Like, this was the mission. The mission was for you and me, 2 Star Trek guys, get together, watch Babylon 5, the series. We did it.
Yeah.
We built all this stuff. Massive community, a bunch of content. Like, all this stuff came out of that. But you want to know? Do you want to know what we really built in this? Friendship.
Yeah. I knew that's where you were going with that. And you're 1,000% right.
I mean, like, we have friends in our community that we've built that is great. But Brent, dude, I love you, man.
Me too, brother. Me too.
For real.
Me too. This has been fantastic. And this is, when I was doing Beam Me Up with Matt is a good, dear friend. To this day, one of my best friends.
Yeah. And
Jeff, you're falling into that category as well. Like, this is what happens. This is why this right here, you and me, this relationship, this is the best part of podcasting.
100%.
Everything else is awesome, super dope and cool. This is the double blessing that you get out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you for answering that call.
There were sometimes, Jeff, some weekends, I know for sure, maybe even some weeks. It was some weeks maybe where we spent more time together doing this than we did like with our families.
We did. Yeah.
They weren't frequent. Like, that was a core value for us both shared. Like, families are first, but
our family always comes first. But my there's a lot of traveling that happens in my family, and so we took advantage of that. It takes this isn't a, hey, look at the cool stuff we're doing, but it takes a tremendous amount of work. This isn't just getting together and shooting the breeze about Babylon 5. There's a lot that goes into this, and I'm hoping that you all see that. Like, we've talked about the proliferate. I don't know how you say the prolificness of us, but our proliferation of content or whatever.
But which has more to do with quantity. The amount that we have put out has been tremendous.
Yes,
and I think we've done it at a high level too.
That's what I'm saying. Is you and I we're not going to put garbage out.
Yeah.
And so, like, that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of planning, and it takes a lot of partnership. It takes give and it takes take. And we've done both. Like we've
I'll tell you what
great
else it
working with
takes,
you.
Jeff. We have to acknowledge this, the incredible support system that we have around us, our wives specifically, our children, the people, even in-laws and grandparents and stuff who help to get their children while the wife's gone, so you and I can focus in on and hammer out some stuff. The few times we had to get ahead a few weeks or get caught up or whatever. So yeah.
So
Mm.
thank
Jeff,
you to
we
your
still have a whole
family.
series wrap up to do. Like,
I know we have a lot more stuff to do, but
yeah.
you're right. We have to mark this point on the mountain because this was the top of the mountain at one point.
And this is the point where we just say, we'll do the wrap up, but that's looking back. Like, we're done. We're done talking about. Well, we're done with the first of this whole show. Yeah.
Now we're gonna come back. We're gonna dive into the movies. In fact, next week we're gonna be here with In the Beginning. But before we get to the beginning, let's give away another PPG. Oh, wow. All right. You know the drill?
It's my favorite. This is my favorite.
Come in. All right. That was me saying to hit the drum roll. And Ian Maurer.
Oh, yes.
Ian Maurer, please contact Ian Maurer. Ian Maurer, please contact us through your Patreon messages or send an email to babylon5first@gmail.com. And number 5, the word first.
Ian, congratulations. You're amazing. You're awesome. And thank you.
Ian's been around a while.
Ian's been around a while.
Yeah, super cool. Super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey,
hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull an audible here.
Uh-oh.
I have one more PPG to give away.
What?
Let's do a surprise third giveaway on this show. Right now.
Okay. I just closed the document, so
you can open it back up.
Yeah, I can. Give me a sec here. Whoa. Yeah, click that.
Hey, while you're doing that, and we're in the thanking the incredible support network, to Nia and Delin and Pax O'Brien, the Rangers and our Intel Za over on our Discord page, Ira, who does so much work behind the scenes. You guys have no idea what she has done to help this show go forward. And really everybody else that's just been involved and done extra work for us. Fabio, our friend Fabio, who's done some of our t-shirt stuff and helped
the quiz show, the stuff that you've seen.
Absolutely. And I'm going to stop naming names because I'm going to forget people, but all of you guys who have pitched in and helped out in extra ways that, people aren't getting paid. Like, this is just, they do it because they love the show. They love Babylon 5 and the community. Jeff, we said a long time ago, the Babylon 5 community, fan community, is the best fan community I've ever been a part of. And I'm going to stick by that.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Well, you ready for our next winner?
Let's do it. Third winner, Fairy God Fairy and Ian
and Flarnbaker.
What? Okay, I need that name as well. I need words on that name before. I will not send you this until you tell me what's up with that name.
Flarnbaker is the name.
Flarnbaker.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Flarn that's what Delin made for Sheridan that one day, right? Flarnbaker. Okay.
So we have ourselves a Minbari chef who's now going to be armed with a PPG.
All right. Do you get that with a side of spoo? I wonder.
Probably. I don't know. It's Minbari.
Hey, listen, it's fusion.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Intergalactic.
Planetary.
There you go. Well, shoot, this was great. We're at the top of our mountain. We're there. We're giving out 3 PPGs. This has been a blast. I love these wrap-ups. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us. Remember, we've got a lot more content coming, so please don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts or you watch these videos. Leave us a rating and review, all that good stuff. Share this podcast. Make sure people know it's out there. So until next time.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Okay. Did they really try to compare us to Waldorf and Sattler? You know, the Muppet guys.
Yeah, it was like our cover on the YouTube channel for a long time. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess Jeff, after all this time, we've got to give people what they want.
Okay.
Hey Jeff. Hey Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
What does President Clark use to tell time after sunset?
What does President Clark use to tell time after sunset?
A night watch. Hey Jeff. Hey Jeff. Hey, what song does the Psychor sing at Christmas time?
What song does they sing? I can't even. What song do they sing? What was that? Brent's the voice
best
guy.
to watch out. You best to not cry.
Wow.
Hey Jeff.
Yeah, hey.
What do the Centauri smoke to get high?
What do they smoke?
Reefer.
Oh my God, I gotta get the hell out of here.
Initiating getting the hell out of here maneuver.
We're not some deep space franchise. This station is about something.
Hey Jeff.
Hey Brent.
Did you know that if you play Babylon 5 backwards, you'll hear a secret message from Londo?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's called a splubiminal message. Hey Jeff. Hey Jeff.
Keep going.
How many Minbari does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
2. 1 to change the bulb, and the other to lend a hand. Oh, hey Jeff. What did Jakar say to Sheridan and Delenn at the end of their wedding?
Oh no, what?
I'll be seeing you.
Oh my God.